right. Thank y'all so much for coming. Really, really excited to host the African Children's Choir, and I can tell everybody here is too. It's just such a cool opportunity. These kids, this is their first trip to America, and this is the end of the trip. So they've been here since September. This is the date that we got them in, and it's worked out well. So what's cool is, I'll explain a little bit later, but because we're at the end of the trip, there's a little more leeway in what we get to do with them. So they are coming Wednesday night, May 6th through, they're actually leaving Friday, but they'll be doing a performance Wednesday night and Thursday night. So all those that are hosting or volunteering to help, I so appreciate you. I have some flyers. What we want to make sure happens is that the church is full on Thursday as well, because I know a lot of our people will come on Wednesday. There were a couple flyers at the door. I think I've got some back here. But if you want flyers, I need to know by Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, because I'm going to be out of town until May 2nd, which is the week they're coming. So we really need to get the flyers put up like this week. So if you go to coffee shops or little gas stations or somewhere that has like a pin flyer type of deal, we also can share on Facebook, but most likely if you shared it, your friends have seen it. So you could always share it to like a yard sale group. Sometimes those go through, sometimes they don't. But I know there's other people following their tour schedule that are coming from other places. So I'm really trying to encourage other churches to bring groups on Thursday night. So again, if you want a printed like color flyer, I can send you the file, or if you want me to print them, just get that to me by Wednesday morning so I can have them all here Wednesday night. Let's see. So we have 17 children coming, 9 adults. So if you're hosting, you will have seen that there's an option whether you want male or female. I prefer you not to have a preference. It's a little easier to, put it out. But me personally, I did have a preference because I felt like it would be awkward to have a man traveling with me because we have to bring them here in the mornings. So it just depends on who you've got with you. Husband and wife, if y'all bring them together, you may not care. So that's why it asked for the preference. I think all the kids will be really fun, though. And they were good with pets. I had somebody ask about pets. They said it's pretty hard to get a host home without any pets. They did say to introduce them slowly to your animal just so that they're not, especially if they're jumpy animals, so they're not overwhelmed. If you're bringing the children back here, which I guess not if, please do bring them back. We appreciate that. They're coming in on Wednesday at 1:30, and they're going to come straight in, get set up for naps. I will need a group to help with that. At 1:30, the sound technician, Dale, will be here. We need 2 to 4 volunteers to help unload. They bring a lot of their own sound equipment. They set up school in the fellowship hall. I will make sure to get the rooms cleared out. They need rooms for napping and a place to eat. So that a lot's going on Wednesday. So you won't take them home Wednesday until after the service. But table set up, I think I said we'll have a table set up out here. So if anybody's available, I know that's work hours, but if there's anybody who is available, why don't you just raise your hand? Okay. Okay. Who back there, Todd? Okay.
I might be available during the day.
Okay, I'll just... okay. And then for volunteers, I'm going to go through more host home stuff, but volunteers as far as what we need here. The night of the concerts, we need 3 to 4 enthusiastic table volunteers. You don't have to, exchange money. You just want to, greet people and be like, hey, would you like to sponsor a child or whatever they've got set up. I also need ushers. So, guys, if y'all want to ush, just let me know. Basically, we'll probably have guys at the front. You need to pay attention to who's in the back. We'll make sure people get seating. You have to be able to ask people to scoot over. The whole usher experience would be wonderful.
And that's for both nights.
Both nights we need ushers.
I will let all the deacons know. I don't
Okay.
have a list of the ushers, but
Okay,
I'll let you know.
that would be great. And Brad, if you could talk to the trustees, I need 4 counters each night. And since the trustees do it, I'll put you as head of the counters. Okay. On Thursday night after the concert, it is a 1-hour concert, 6:30 to 7:30. We need to stage tear down and pack up to their tour bus. So whoever's here Thursday night, and it may be good that y'all shoot me a text with everything you're interested in doing because I'm taking notes, but I want to make sure to get it all right. I will confirm with you as well. They need 2 to 4 volunteers, and I would guess they have some heavy stage like speakers and things that you all look like you have muscle, but I'm just saying if you're good to lift heavy stuff, that'd be great. I don't know if Dale wants help or not, but our stage will be completely bare, so you probably don't need help putting this back, right? You go. Just hang out.
I will, but I'm sure I'll see Todd one of these mornings, and,
Todd's on the team.
hey. The only thing I'm gonna need help with is getting the risers off the stage, cause we'll need the room back there, can't really store them
Right.
here.
So the risers will come off that week, any time that week, really.
Right.
So it don't have to be Wednesday, Todd. So just mark that down, okay? You've been volunteering. So just to recap, Wednesday night, we need to set the fellowship hall up. We have the events team serving the meal, so we won't need a lot of help in that area on Wednesday night. Thursday night, I do need a few helpers to serve at 4:30. And then the other big thing is cleaning up after. So to take the tables down, set the Sunday school classrooms back like they were for Sunday morning, sweep, do all that stuff Thursday. I would think it's 4:30 to 5:30 is probably enough eating time. So if you want to volunteer to come at 5:30 and help get the fellowship hall straight, that would be wonderful. I'm sure I'll be running back and forth. And we have the cleaning lady come in Friday morning, so we want to make sure everything's in order for her. Or I'll be back Friday. So, host homes, you will have the child back the next morning at 9:45, which just applies really to Thursday, because one more volunteer opportunity, and this is what we get to do because they're at the end of their tour. I didn't feel like there was enough time with host families because basically they're coming home, they have to be in bed. They would like for them to be in bed within an hour of them getting to your house. So they also have to take showers and have snacks and go to bed. So I want y'all to be able to interact. So we're going to have a Friday fun day. We can meet really at any time the next morning. I would love help planning, just like if we want to do 3-legged races or whatever. If anybody is a good planner, game plan, we can go to a park. We probably won't do it here, but just a local park. And then if you're hosting and you say, okay, I'm working Friday, I can't do that, let me know, because we have a bunch of people who couldn't host who will happily pick up the kids and come to the fun day. The kids have to be back at the church by 1, so it's not like a full day. It's just we'll have the parents, the host homes, pack their lunch and bring them or join us. For all of my host families, you have some activity ideas in your packet. You have meal ideas. As far as the meals, please read this because this isn't like our American kids. You saw in the video they don't like cheese. And they say serve them small portions because they are required to clean their plate. So you don't want them to have so much they're eating until they're sick. With their bag lunches, you will prepare them breakfast each morning, and then you'll pack them a bag lunch along with the adult that'll be with them. They're not used to sandwiches. So if anybody was, I know, I see y'all's face like, oh man. You can speak with the chaperone about other options, although if I could guess you probably want to know before they get here. If you want some more ideas, I can reach out and say, hey, what are they liking? She did mention pizza, but that does have cheese, so I don't know where they're at with that. But like chicken tenders, that might be like a good option. Yes, ma'am.
I contacted Abigail's mom, she knows one of the chaperones.
Cool.
I'm gonna read what she said.
Okay. You wanted the microphone?
Nope.
Okay.
Breakfast, they love eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, or waffles, and toast. Lunches are a little harder, but they do enjoy boiled eggs, chips, fruits, and carrots. They also like chicken and sandwiches.
Oh.
They do good with sandwiches, especially if they can make their own. Nutella, jelly, and honey are good options for that, and leftovers make great lunches.
Okay.
They are flexible and not very hard to feed. They'll eat just about anything. That comes
That's
from one
great.
of them.
Well, this is the end of their tour, so maybe they do like sandwiches now. Can you shoot me that, and I'll send it to my host homes. So maybe you're one of those people who you love to come up with food ideas, and you can think of something that's quick to pack. What's that? Oh yeah, y'all just text me and I'll send out some more lunch ideas. Maybe it's the lunch meat that they don't like, the meat and cheese, but the peanut butter is probably good. Let's see. They asked not to have gifts, so I gave everybody a paper about, see if I got one, what you can do for them. Here it is. That's not it. Okay, so this is a wish list that's on the front of your packet, or everybody else got one of these. Did everybody get one? Okay. They said this is not something you have to do, but people want to help. So if you want to gather some things, again, I'm going to be out of town, so I'd love some people, all hands on deck here with this. Girls and boys gently used clothing, long and short sleeve jeans, boys shirts, girls capris, sweaters, fleece jackets, play dresses, girls leggings, size 6 through 12, in little girl sizes. Girls and boys khaki slacks, girls and boys underwear, camis, boys tank tops or tank style undershirts, toiletries like toothbrushes, chapstick, travel size toothpaste, deodorant, Vaseline lotion, vitamins, Visa cards for shoes at Walmart and Target is very helpful. So if you guys want to get something, or if you want to just tell another church member, let them know, hey, we're collecting these things. We're a host family and we'll collect. I can kind of put you guys in charge of that, and that would be wonderful. But don't feel obligated to get anything, because opening your home is huge, and I think it's going to be like once in a lifetime opportunity. So on the guidelines page for the host families, and if you're helping me plan our Friday Fun Day, this says, as stewards of the children during their time abroad, we make every effort to keep them healthy, safe, and maintain their African culture. We appreciate your respect for the following guidelines. Do not expose them to anything with a screen, computers, TV, video games, or anything that has wheels that requires balance, bikes, roller skates, trampolines. My boys are like, great, what are we going to do? Trampolines, I know that's a fun one. Support their dental care, no candy, no chocolate or soda. So don't bring out the candy basket right when they come in, except for Emily. She can make some cookies or something. It says, though we reserve their concert music for the stage performance, you might enjoy joining them in a worship song before bedtime. I think that would be neat. Ask them about Africa in general, but please refrain them from asking about their personal stories. The children love hugs, but no kisses, please. And please be sensitive. They may have a legitimate fear of animals. Introduce them to your animals slowly. At bedtime, after you take them home, shower time 7:30, which this will be bumped out because they're not leaving here till after 7:30. They try to do 8 o'clock bedtime. I think that's, do what you can there. The morning routine, they need an hour and 15 minutes to get ready. So if you're not able to be at home, like I think Kim, we're going to have somebody pick her kids up and bring them here. It might be me, and I can drive the church van around and just pick up kids. But if you're able to bring them, the kids would have to not get up so early. So they like for them to be able to sleep in the day after a concert. So does anybody have any questions?
But you want it back here on Thursday morning at
9:45. Yep. And I think that is should be in the packet somewhere. Okay.
Will they be, they'll be here during the day until the concert?
Right. Yes, and you can drop them off at the fellowship hall because that's where they'll be.
Okay.
And then for my host families that are having dinner here, the dinner is at 4:30.
So do you need us here on Wednesday at 1:30 or?
No, so they're not going home Wednesday until after their concert. So if you're able to come and volunteer, shoot me a text. I want to make sure that I've got, I've got 5 here that can come. So we'll have the setup of classrooms, different stuff going on. So if you're available really at any time on Wednesday, you can shoot me a text because some of that can be done before they get here. But what we're going to do is the old side of the fellowship hall, we're going to set up some tables for them to eat. And then they're going to use the classrooms for school. And they'll have to have tables and chairs set up in the classrooms. And then Thursday when we're done, we'll break all that down and put it back like it was.
Just a
Oh, that's right. Yes, they are. They're the tables we set up in the big area, they'll be, right. The chairs have to be removed in the carpeted areas. That's where they're taking naps. Any other questions?
And how many, children and host, or chaperones will we get per
So
family?
it's normally 2 to 3 kids and 1 chaperone. I have your housing breakdown, so I'm the one assigning who goes where. So if you told me you've got this many beds, I'm gonna fit the kids where I can. If you definitely have a preference on male or female, anybody that put their name down, did y'all have a preference? Did y'all care either way? No, okay. I think I only had 2 that had preferences, so that makes things a little bit easier. Any other questions?
So Friday's really gonna be the only time we're gonna have the time with them.
Yeah,
A little bit Thursday morning.
yeah, in the mornings for
breakfast and everything, but, okay.
So that's why I had arranged for them possibly to go swimming on Friday, but I felt like the adults would be here and the kids would be in the pool. So I'd really rather do something one-on-one, very, very open to ideas on that day.
I'd take mine to Dan's Park.
Yeah, what about putt-putt dinner?
So Dan Nicholas was one of the ideas.
Now,
Yeah.
there's a lot to do
Yeah,
there.
Go gym mine.
that's true.
Do they still have paddle boats?
Yeah.
They have
They
those.
do.
I just don't know whether they're open.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just,
I think they open after Memorial Day.
the gym mine.
If you're gonna do gym mine, you got to do reservations.
Okay.
But I don't, if they're leaving at 2, I think the first is like at 11.
The first appointment's at 11, you said?
So,
Okay. Even putt-putt and paddleboarding, that would you would get to be one-on-one with them, or,
There's a small zoo.
yeah, that's true. They probably see way more animals than we do.
But not necessarily the same kind.
That's true. That's true. What's that?
so there's like
They probably do. So Dan Nicholas, I think that's a good idea, and we'll just plan to meet there at 9:45, and we'll just have until 1. So I'll pick out a couple activities that seem to be good. I haven't done putt-putt in a while, so if anybody wants to run around a putt-putt, let me know how long it takes. Miss Angie probably knows, she takes kids up there all the
you
time.
take a good hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay. Okay.
Just know you can't leave any, like if you take food, you can't leave at a picnic area. You have to reserve a picnic area as well, you have to call it. And, can't leave any food unattended because the squirrels will absolutely break into lunchboxes
Okay.
with zippers. They just can do it, so. That was smart.
Don't tell my kids that. They'll set up a camera and watch. Okay. Any other questions before we close? Y'all good? I'm available through text if you do have a question that comes to you later. Super excited to have you there. Before you can leave with the kids Wednesday night, you have to check in with me, and we just have to make sure that you sign an agreement from the chaperone or from the leaders too. So I've got your information here. So we'll just close in prayer, and we'll go from here. Todd, will you close us? Thank you.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day, and thank you for the opportunities that you give us, Lord, just to have fellowship with people that we don't even know, Lord. We just thank you for bringing them here. We look forward to it. Just ask that you be with us all tonight and give us safe travels when we leave. We ask it in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.